Balancing work and recovery from addiction can feel like walking a tightrope. In this video, I'll share essential tips to prioritize your recovery while managing work responsibilities, preventing burnout, and ensure that you have the support you need in the workplace. But right before all of that, who am I? My name is Wesley, and my big purposeful mission right now is to help prevent 1,000 men from getting to suicidal thoughts because of porn addiction. These are my type of videos, and if that interests you, make sure you subscribe. Also, are you not tired of feeling tired in the morning? You wake up, you think that you're going to feel energized, you're going to be ready to live throughout the day, but you're there on your bed, laying down on your phone, scrolling on social media, and you feel like you have no energy. You don't even want to go out of bed. So imagine doing tasks during the day, right? You have no energy, but you feel like you want to have big energy, right? You feel like you want to have this energy that could permit you to, for example, run a 3 kilometers one stop, right? 3 miles. If you want this type of energy, first link down in the description. On that, let's continue directly with the video. You must prioritize your recovery over your job right now. Your recovery is the most important thing that you have to prioritize right now. Recovering in itself is really, really hard, and when you have to mix it up with job at the same time, it's even harder. So you have to try and at least prioritize it. Your health and well-being is the most important thing in your life. Without health or well-being, you're basically dead, right? And if you're dead, you can't work anymore, you can't enjoy life anymore, you can't do anything if you're dead. So before all of your work and everything and the money that comes in and everything else in your life, your health and well-being is the most important thing. So you always have to focus on it. And you're on this recovery path because you want to improve your health. You want to become a better person, have a better mind and a better body, right? So in this same aspect, you have to prioritize it over your work. Your career is important, but not more than your health. So you need time management tips. If you want to conserve your work and do a great recovery journey, you have to be able to manage your time really greatly. So I'll start by saying that you have to plan your day. Planning your day makes you know in advance what you're going to do throughout the day. So if you know that, for example, at 10 p.m. today, you're going to go and sleep, well, when it's 9:30, you already know that in 30 minutes you're going to go and sleep. And this can seem like it's boring and it's tired, it will make you tired and everything, but if you know that, for example, at 5 every day you stop working and at 6 you get at home, if you already have planned what you're going to do at 6 when you get back home, it's way easier for you to actually do it. If you prioritize your health, as I said, the point just right before this one, you could set up the thing in a way that, for example, at 6:30 when you get back home, you do your meditation for like 10 minutes, and after your meditation you read for 20 minutes. So it's like a block of 30 minutes, right? So you get back home at 6, you do what you want from 6 to 6:30, and at 6:30 you know that you have your 10 minutes of meditation, and at 6:40 you know that you have to read for 20 minutes until it's 7, and at 7 maybe that you're eating, and you gotta see where I want to go, right? You do the plan of your day, and this will help you first of all do all of the things to recover from your porn addiction, and it will remove all the anxiety that can come throughout the day because you already know what's coming, right? People that have anxiety, they have anxiety because they keep overthinking about, oh, what could possibly happen, and what if he does this, what if he does that. But imagine if you could remove half of your anxiety just because you write on your agenda what you're going to do when you get back home. Like, that would be cool, right? And it doesn't need like a big effort. You just need maybe 1 hour of your time throughout your entire life to sit back and really think about what am I doing each hours and what good habit do I want to implement in my routine and when is the time that I want to focus on my recovery during the day, because you have to actually put hours into your recovery to recover. It doesn't happen just like that because you chose to, right? You have to actually put in the effort. Also, set realistic goals. Realistic goal is something that can really happen, right? You won't quit forever by trying the first time in your life. So it wouldn't be really realistic if you think to yourself that, hey, it's the first time I'm trying to quit. I'm quitting alone while I'm working full-time job 10 hours every day. It's not really realistic to think that you're going to quit like in the first week, right? It's like I would go to the gym, right? And try to lift 240 for the first time ever in my life. I never went to the gym before. And I'm there on the bench press and trying to lift the 240. I probably won't be able to lift it. And even more if I don't even have a diet. I never went to the gym. So like you would think that I'm crazy for trying to lift 240 when I never went to the gym. But the same applies to you trying to quit your addiction. You can't think that you're going to quit without help from anyone, without doing any research, without trying for a long time. Like it doesn't take 2 days and you're done. It takes a little bit more, but it can prevent you from going to like 1 to 2 years of trying to quit, right? You can do it way faster than that if you get the right help. And that's like the major point why I'm actually doing these videos and offering this coaching, is that it took me a long time, and I know that if I had the help that I'm offering, it would have took me way less time, and maybe like in 2 months I would be easily out of this porn addiction, but instead it took me way longer. But the good point is that I'm finally free, right? And you can too. Also, to prevent your burnout, because you're doing like 2 hard activities at the same time, which is your recovery and your usual work, you should take daily breaks. So just break to recharge yourself, reconcentrate on the good things, and check in for yourself if you're still good, still okay, everything is alright and all. Because with all the stress that comes in your mind, sometimes this leads to burnout, and if you got a burnout while you're in your recovery, this will make it way harder, right? So you should really prioritize yourself and do daily check-in with yourself and your feelings, and how are you feeling right now, how are you managing your stress, and is everything doing all right? Also, talking with your employer about your journey is kind of really important. You don't have to disclose everything, right? But sharing what's necessary can make a big difference. Maybe that instead of working 40 hours this week and the future week, the time that you're going to be on your recovery, you could try and ask your boss to put you only 25 hours. So you have 15 more hours to really concentrate on your recovery. And this won't be forever, right? There is a time where you'll finally be free from all that. And when this time happens, now you can get back the hours and maybe even more if you really want. But you have to really concentrate on the recovery. Also, the tasks that you have to do on your work, you could ask them to put like less harder tasks. Because the point is not that you have to spend all of your energy on your work, and when you get back home, you have no more energy to focus on your recovery, right? As I said, you should try to prioritize your recovery right now. So you should try to have more energy when you're coming back home so you can focus. Because if you have no energy when you're going back home, you won't watch videos about how to recover well. You won't be able to take actions to actually recover, right? You're still going to be so tired, and you're only going to be thinking about going to sleep. As I said before, I was talking about burnout, but I really want to mention how to actually avoid the burnout. There is like 5 points that are really important, and I keep on saying them throughout all of my videos, but right now I want to really put the point on it so you can really like realize this. You need 5 good things in order for you to really quit. And especially even more if you're doing your work and recovery at the same time, right? You need, first of all, good sleep, a good full 8 hours of sleep, and that's not just 8 hours, right? You have to sleep at the same time every day and wake up at the same time every day. This sleep schedule will make a big difference, and in your brain the quality of your sleep will be greater, so you will actually feel way more energized than what you're usually feeling like. Also, you have to be sure to exercise daily. Not obligated to lift weights at the gym daily, but do maybe a little walk outside. Sometimes you go and jog, you do maybe a little CrossFit exercise at home, you do maybe some yoga, not to confund with meditation, really yoga, so like exercising your muscle and stretching everything. And also maybe going to the gym. You have to do daily exercises to keep yourself in check, and maybe even add sports, right? You just have to spend your energy somewhere daily. Also, meditation. I keep on saying meditation, but meditation is really important. And the point of meditation is not even to do like 20 minutes of meditation. You could do just like 2 seconds of meditation and it would be great. But try to do maybe like at least 3 minutes. But 3 minutes is like nothing, right? 3 minutes, everybody has 3 minutes in their life. 3 minutes of full concentrated meditation is part of the 5 things that I always recommend, and it's the biggest impact on your life. Finally, I just need 2 more. The good diet. Good diet is always a great thing, and the things that you eat have a big impact on your mind and your body, right? If you always eat trash, you will become like a big person, and being big is not great for your health. It's not great for your mind too. You will have more problem thinking clearly and taking good decisions if you always eat trash. So you should really put a lot of attention on your diet and try to eat way more efficiently than what you're doing right now, probably. And finally, the last point of the 5 is to spend time with loved ones, such as your family. Family is really important, but such as friends, and maybe even if you have a girl right now or a boy. I don't know if you're a girl or maybe watching this video, but what I mean is spending time with loved ones is really important. The chemical and the feelings that you get from this time that you spent together is really important in your well-being. And as I said before, prioritize your health and well-being. So I will just do a little resume of the 5 points, right? It's good sleep, spending time with loved ones, a good diet, gym, and meditation. These are the really good 5 points. And if you just try to improve these 5 points, your recovery journey will be way greater than what it is right now. And you see, that's something that I didn't know when I started my recovery journey, and I only learned that way further in my recovery journey. And right now I'm giving you this thing that really helped me way further in my recovery journey. But you're maybe at the start right now. Maybe you didn't even consider of quitting, but because you're watching this video, now you're considering it. And I'm already giving you like the big thing that could really help you, right? Anyway, let's continue. The final point that I want to mention is the support at work. The support at work can really be a game changer. And when I'm talking about support at work, I'm thinking about maybe a colleague that you're really close with him, and you could talk about him like if he's your friend, right? About what you're going through right now and how you're experiencing things. And sometimes in your work you have these employee assistance program, and sometimes they can pay for you getting to counseling and maybe psychologists and things like that. They have an advantage of that. It's really important, and this could really help you in your journey. And sometimes you have advantages in your job that you're not even thinking about, right? So you should really see all the options that you have and try to reach for them if it helps you on your recovery journey. And I want to mention a last point, bonus tip right before the end of the video. That bonus tip is to maybe consider finding a mentor or a support group that outside of work. So you have help at work, you have help at home, and you can also have help outside of all that from a mentor or someone that really knows what he's talking about. This can really help you in your recovery, And even more if you keep your job on the side, because as I said, keeping your job on the side makes your recovery way harder because you have more stress and all the bad things that come when you're at work, right? You have all these bad feelings always with you. So finding yourself a mentor or a big super group can make a big difference in your journey, and sometimes even shorten your duration in that recovery journey from like months and maybe even years, right? And by the way, I can be your mentor. Anyway, on that, take care of yourself. Mwah.